This is still the best damn football show on the internet.
Period. On the mic, watch the whole field crumble. Breaking down the blitz, every play, every struggle. This the hardest in the game. Welcome inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Welcome inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Welcome inside the huddle. Yeah, we crash like linebackers hitting full speed collisions, calling out the truth, no fluff, just precision. Mel letting loose with the facts, no missing. Malicious bringing heat like a fourth down mission. From the kickoff to the last second breath, we analyze the grind every inch, every step. This a battlefield where legends get muscle. And if you want the real talk, step inside the huddle. What the fuck? Step inside the huddle where the real ones rumble. Mel and Moolage on the mic, watch the whole field crumble. Breaking down the blitz, every play, every struggle. This the hardest in the game. Welcome inside the huddle.
What's good? What's popping? It's your boys. It is a mother effing football Friday. You know how we do it.
Yes,
Football is all year round. So don't stop. It's always a football
No
Friday.
days off. No days off.
No days off. We don't do this. Shout out to everybody who is listening, Hot Knee Radio, watching, YouTube, listening on Spotify's and the Apple Musics and all of that good stuff. I forgot to drop the links into the daggone thing, but it is what it is. We're going to rock out regardless. For those who don't know, we have something popping this weekend. Me and Moolage was talking about it backstage before we jumped on real quick. Got a couple clips we're gonna run them through real quick and see what you get. See what y'all think.
I don't see any Super Bowl rings on that side.
We're going first then.
I don't understand why. Like that.
Well said,
Yeah, there wouldn't be any Super Bowl rings. I see Super Bowl rings over here.
we got two Heisman trophies though. So.
Well, I mean,
those are cute. Yeah, those are nice.
I mean, that's what you want to have at this stage.
We got some.
Those
are good. Those are good beating out all the guys that are selling insurance now.
Yeah. And a lot of them are.
I think seeing Jaden on the field once for the first time in about 7-8 months.
What was that about?
I'm just happy his mom let him play.
What do you want, Tom?
Nothing.
Say something. You got a lot to say on my podcast. Now you got nothing to say?
I got nothing to say to you right now.
We might have a fight this weekend.
Okay.
WWE can't stop me from
You might wear a helmet because that ball
field.
might get loose in my hand, and if you're not paying attention.
Bro, you're talking about a ball. I'm talking about fighting.
Hey, man, what the fuck is happening, man?
Well, to answer Kevin Hart, what the fuck is happening? Logan Paul's an idiot. We don't really take Logan Paul seriously, so it is what it is. But that would be the Fanatics Flag Football Classic that is airing tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fox. We football everything, so it doesn't matter to us. Hold on. I got the rosters here. Got these rosters here. Let's talk about Brady first. Old man Brady is my best Brady.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little cranky. Don't take no shit. I like it. He was probably like this when he played. We just haven't heard the stories yet.
Yeah, they're coming out. They're gonna come out.
All right. So Team Brady, they don't have a team name, but we're just gonna go with Team Brady.
Yeah, that's all I need. That's all they need.
Yeah, Sean Payton is the quote unquote head coach. I don't like that at all, just because I don't like
that's
Sean.
crazy, but okay.
Yeah, it's because I don't like Sean Payton. But we got Brady, Terrence Crawford, Stephon Diggs, Gronk, DeMar Hamlin, Jalen Hurts, Ashton Genty, Alvin Kamara, Von Miller, Patrick Peterson, Devontae Smith, Antoine Whitfield Jr. on Team Brady.
I mean, all Brady needs is Gronk, so right.
Well, I had the clips, and he was throwing that fucking corner route to Gronk like it was nothing.
It's like riding a bike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's second nature to those boys. You feel me? So I'm not surprised in a bit. You know, you got Stephon, you know what I mean? He's probably gonna go out there try to prove some things and also Super Bowl shit like that. But I mean, I just trust the GOAT. You know what I mean? I trust the GOAT. I know the other rosters look solid, but
All
I'm
right.
going. I'm trusting the GOAT.
Speaking of the other roster, they are the Wildcats. I find that funny. I was going to get this sign from the Wildcats movie, but
I was gonna say the same thing, but I'm gonna let him rock. I'm gonna let him rock.
right. Wildcats. You have Devontae Adams, Saquon Barkley, Odell Beckham Jr., Jalen Hurts. Not Jalen Hurts. Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels, D Hop, I Show Speed, Luke Kuechly, Logan Paul, Jalen Ramsey, Kyle Juszczyk, and Derwin James.
Mm.
What are the odds that Joe Burrow gets hurt in this game?
I mean, he already threw Logan Paul a pig at practice, so I'm not surprised as to, you know, the Joe Burrow like things and stuff like that. But again, old man Tom is my favorite Tom. Okay, retired Tom is my favorite Tom because he even was throwing shots at one Jaden Daniels. Oh, surprised to see you here, not your mama. Hopefully she doesn't follow you out on the field. You know what, Brady? Oh man, I love it, dog. I love it. He's talking shit. He's competitive. I'm excited for this.
No, this is going to be good. I think this is good. Like I said, anything football, I'm with it. So it doesn't matter to me. I think as much as I like Odell Beckham and Tay and that team that they have, they're gonna get smoked.
They are creamed, and we haven't used that word since the 2000s. They're about to get creamed.
Yeah. Like this is like you got dudes who don't even play foot. Like Logan Paul, I Show Speed is enough to get you washed out.
Cooked. Y'all just wrap them up now because it's gonna be a present.
Yeah. Like Devontae and Saquon and Odell can't save you.
No.
Now, granted, like you got like Jaden Daniels thrown to Devontae Adams and D Hop and Odell Beckham sounds nasty.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. Oh, that's a match made in heaven.
That sounds insane.
That's beautiful. That is such beautiful work. I love that. I love that. Now
Like,
they're gonna get their ass kicked, yes, but I still love it.
I mean, I guess you can say the same thing, but I guess Team Brady only has like two dudes that don't play football. That's Terrence Crawford and DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah, which is crazy because everybody was this. DeMar Hamlin was a superhero for forever. Of like, okay,
Right. Like, so, and I'm just joking. I know DeMar Hamlin plays football. Because y'all get sensitive.
we know. I was gonna say,
y'all
yes,
get
we know
sensitive in
DeMar still plays.
Yeah, y'all get sensitive in these comment sections because y'all don't pay attention to the video. So just follow along with us. Just follow along. It's okay. Ridiculous. Yeah, like I don't know what Terrence Crawford's gonna do, but you know, Brady with Stephon Diggs, Gronk, Genty, it's gonna get and Devontae Smith, might get a little dicey out there for you guys.
It's gonna get tricky for a lot of people. And is that BET star Terrence Crawford?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Y'all they do know that what he does on the movies is not real.
Unless this is a different Terrence Crawford.
I look because I'm like I ain't never seen my boy.
I had my idea of who I thought it was, unless there's another nigga named Terrence Crawford.
That guy, I don't know. That's why I looked at the name on the roster. Is that the same Terrence? It can't be. I hope not.
Yeah, it's the boxer.
David? Oh, the boxer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's different because he is actually an athlete. I thought they was talking about BET Terrence. I was going to say, whoa, that's a crazy pull.
Oh, nah, that's is his last name Crawford?
No, I don't know his first name Terrence though, and he light skinned, so.
Yeah, no, the boxer Terrence Crawford.
Okay, most definitely. Okay, I mean that boy Bud, yeah, he out there finna go crazy.
Okay. Now, the meat and potatoes of the show today, we do have more football popping up next week. UFL opens up next week.
Yes.
They got 3 new teams. I believe I wrote them there. I hate when I do that because I figure I can remember because I want to look professional while I do this shit. But I know St. Louis is one of them. Okay, here we go. The Columbus Aviators. No, the Louisville Kings is the new team. And the Orlando Storm. So they got rid of San Antonio. They got rid of Michigan. And that damn team, the Showboats, Memphis.
The Showboats. That's hilarious.
They were at that. I hated that. I hated their logo. I hated that name. It was terrible.
The logo, the name, the uniform, everything was horrible. It was terrible.
Everything about them was just bad. Like, it's terrible. And then the Memphis Showboats just didn't hit right for me. I don't know. It didn't hit right.
I just didn't like it. I didn't like it.
So last year, we're gonna run down a couple of these things just for everybody because not everybody watched the UFL. So quick breakdown of what happened last year. The UFL champs didn't write that shit down either. I believe it was St. Louis.
It was the thing, yeah. The
No, it was DC. It was the
battalion, whatever the fuck it was.
the
DC Defenders. That's who it was. Because I remember they had a crazy season.
Yeah, it was DC Defenders. So DC Defenders won the UFL championship last year. For those who don't understand, the guy with the craziest football career ever, Luis Perez, led the league in passing last year with 2,200 yards. Basically, you could say 2,300 yards. 71% completion percentage, 9 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. Just understand they only play 10 games. It's only 10 games. It's nothing crazy. It's 8 teams, 10 games. That's what they play in the regular season. Jordan Teamu, I think that's how you say his name. I'm assuming he's Hawaii. 2153, 17 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 54 completion percentage. That shit is ass. You got to get that up, brother. Got to get it up. He played for the DC Defenders. He was actually really, if you watch some of the games, though, he played a lot better than what the stats would show. Even though it says 54% completion percentage, I watched some of the games. He's actually a little bit better than me. So I would say he's around 63%. I give him a little bump just off the eye test. Jay Sean Corbin for San Antonio led the league in rushing with 514 yards, 4 touchdowns. Jacob Saylor was second with 499 yards and 5 touchdowns. Solowasi Mariner led the league in receptions. He led the league in yards, not receptions, with 527. Justin Hall led in receptions. He had 62 for 501. Touchdowns was Deion Kane with 6. And then Chris Rowland was coming second in yards with 522 and 3 touchdowns. The numbers aren't going to be amazing, staggering, or anything like that because, like I said, it's only 10 games. And these guys, a lot of them aren't household names. They were pretty decent in college. Some guys you may know, like one guy that I know for a fact, DMV, went to the University of Maryland. DeAndre Baker also played for the New York Giants. Second in the league in interceptions. He had 2 interceptions last year, 22 tackles. AJ Thomas, 44 tackles, 2 interceptions. I can't pronounce this dude's name. Plays for Arlington. I'm gonna say Ajeen Harris, 46 tackles, 3 interceptions. For Arlington, San Antonio had a couple guys that you would think that they had a really good defense based on the amount of people that they had statistically on defense. but that just lets you know why they went 1-9, because they was getting blown out. So there's a lot of tackles being made by these dudes. So Jordan Williams, 78 tackles from San Antonio. Tavante Beckett, 77 tackles, also from San Antonio. Steele Chambers. That is a name I wish a cornerback had. If you was a cornerback and your name was
Crazy
Steele,
name, but
yeah. Steele Chambers is crazy. That's a football name. 76 tackles. He plays middle linebacker, so it's all the same. Peter Teyamapu, whatever the fuck your name is, dog. I'm not gonna butcher your name up here. 7.5 sacks. Willie Taylor, 7 sacks. Derek Roberson, 5.5 sacks. And then we get to this. What is going on over there? My dog is bugging out. We will get to the new teams. Like I said, the new teams this year. What are you doing? Go over and say. There we go. St. Louis, Birmingham, Houston, Columbus, Dallas, DC, St. Louis, and Orlando will be your teams in the 2026 UFL season. Mooley just dropping in and out. He's in bad spots. What are some of your takeaways from the UFL, or what you're looking forward to this coming season in the UFL?
honestly, I'm really just looking for more advancement in the league, right? Like they're coming out with the new rules. We got a new few.
Okay. Some of the new rules, I will go over real quick until Moses jumps back in. We talked about it a little, briefly 2 weeks ago. The one rule that I am excited for would be the extra point rule. The extra point rule is something that I'm really looking forward to, because you can kick the field goal for 1, you can go for 2 at the 3, or you can go for 3 at the 8. And I think that and then 4 points for a 60-yard plus field goal. I think those two things, them doing it inside the UFL and then transition it to the NFL in another year or 2, I think those would be amazing. But go ahead, Mo.
Yeah, no, before StreamYard kicked me off, this motherfucker. Just the advancement of the game, right? Oftentimes us as football fans, we yearn or have that need for football again, right? And with this window, the spring football window, I think if we can just really start to establish something foundational within the UFL, I think it's going to be something that a lot of people tune in for the foreseeable future. And I love the rule changes. I love them, like I said, rolling out some new guys, just keeping the talent fresh. I actually like the idea of them going from city to city and kind of not being stationary in one or two cities, but kind of expanding and okay, well, we're going to try to market in this city, we're going to try to market in that city, just to kind of see what really hits. I'm just excited, man. We're getting the football back, football during the spring. I think it's going to be really exciting. It was exciting as hell last year. If you didn't tune in, I suggest you tune in this year, because I just think this game is only getting better. I think it's growing, and I think it's getting better for the betterment of football, honestly.
Yeah, and I would like, as much as I do like the guys that are playing in the league right now. I'm gonna get to a couple guys that I like, but I would like for it to be more of a developmental league for the guys that are not playing in the NFL.
Same. I like that idea.
Like, I would like it to be kind of like the G League for the NBA, where you're the rookies who didn't play last season, or in it, like even coming into the into this season, and it kind of sucks because the season starts before the draft, so you can't get like the rookies. I would like to see, instead of a lot of the rookies going into minicamp, see them hit the field in the UFL for 10 games. This way you don't have to really bug them out too much about playing in the preseason. You can get the veterans, you can get the offense tuned up, you can do a lot of different things to get them ready for the season. And some of the things that I like that's going on in the. Hold on, I want to get it because I want to make sure I get everybody straight. Okay, see, we have met the light skin quota. DJ Micah B has jumped in.
You know it. I saw Moo going in and out. I said, man, let me go ahead and jump on real quick.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate it. All right, I want to get, because what I'm looking at with the UFL is something that I want to get you guys' opinions on. And because I don't want to mess the teams up. That is why I'm trying to get this together right now. Because two of the coaches for two of the teams, I want to get as soon as I get the teams right. AJ McCarron, Ted Ginn Jr.
AJ McCarron and Ted Ginn Jr. Damn.
Yeah. So what I like about that is these are younger guys, former football players, getting head coaching experience.
No way, calling plays?
Yeah.
Like head coaching?
No, these are they're head coaches.
That's crazy.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
I just want to make sure. I just want to get the teams. I just want to make sure I know what teams he's coaching. UFL. Ted Ginn.
I love that so much.
Ted Ginn is the head coach for the Columbus Aviators. Makes sense. He went to Ohio State.
Yeah, I was gonna say that makes a lot of sense. Ohio State alum.
AJ McCarron.
Birmingham Stallions.
That would make sense.
Is it? He's for Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham Stallions.
Makes sense. Went to Alabama.
That makes sense. Alabama. Yeah, that would definitely make sense. Check.
And then there's other ones too. Like there were other guys that are head coaches, like former players, that are that have these positions, and I love that because we moan about recycling coaches and all this other shit and getting younger coaches and football guys who played the game to become head coaches. I think this is a good path. If you can't coach in college, this would be, especially if you want them to become professional head coaches, having them start in the UFL and then blossoming into being a coach in the NFL makes total sense. That's why I hope at some point the UFL, DJ, you was listening, just becomes the G League for the NFL, where each NFL team has a stake in a UFL team where they can groom younger kids, not young kids, but college kids into becoming professionals, or just taking the guys who don't play a lot on the NFL level, get them reps in the UFL.
Yeah, I love that because what's the best way? Me and Mel tell you guys every single week the best way to get better at playing football is playing football. So giving these young kids, whether they're fresh out of college, whether they've been out of the league for a few years, whether they're contemplating on going overseas to play professional ball, because everybody knows that that's also an option before they even get to the UFL or the CFL, excuse me. Like, give them an opportunity to, develop their skills, get better at the game of football, learn from current and past NFL players and head coaches and some veterans on the team, and, see what you got. And if not, then they can make a living or, make their home in that, in said developmental league, or potentially move on to another league, whatever the case may be. But just having an outlet or an outlook for these young men, young kids to go out there and so that they can play the game at a high level and develop them in the way that certain teams want them to be developed. That's great. That's the best thing ever, especially with the head coaching thing, like getting young, recently retired players, head coaching opportunities just to get back to young, the best thing ever. That's probably the best news I've heard come out of this whole thing.
Yeah. And go ahead, DJ.
Well, I think it's good because I don't think everybody's end goal is the same. I think by the time you get to college, for the most part, if you have a chance to make it pro or not, right? And a lot of people, they start to shift their focus more to coaching as they leave college and things like that. But before the UFL, if you weren't in the CFL and you weren't in the NFL, you just got to try and hope with college that you get on. If it wasn't college, you got to go to high school and just work your way up. You don't get the reps with a pro team. You go through college, then you got to get a college head coaching job. And once you get college head coaching, it's like, okay, maybe you could be a defensive coordinator. Maybe you could be an offensive coordinator. Maybe you be a quarterback's coach. But with this going on, with the UFL, you can jump straight in and start on professional level and working with grown people and learn how to become the leader of men that needs to either be a head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, whatever it is. So this is I love the idea of the UFL. I love off-season football that's not the NFL, especially for somebody like AJ McCarron, who might not be an NFL-ready quarterback, but you know he has a mind for the game. You know he's smart, and he's probably going to be a really good head coach in the NFL in the future, going back, if you go back and look at his college days.
Yeah. And that's the thing is like, I like it for, and I also would like it. Like I said, they play 10 games. You don't have to have, imagine if this was in place and the Cleveland Browns was able to send Shador and Dylan Gabriel to a team to get reps.
Yeah.
Like
against pros.
Yeah. They don't have to play the full 10-game schedule. They can play 4 games, but at least they get to practice. They can learn the system in real time. They get to run the system. Yes, they're not throwing to Jerry Jeudy and all of that, but the terminology, the playbook, all of those things, it's in place. So you can speed up their learning curve.
Yep.
Okay, I got it right here. Rick Neuheisel is the coach for the Dallas Renegades. Shannon Harris is the Defenders head coach. He was actually the defensive coordinator last year because Greg Williams was the head coach last year.
Yep.
Kevin Sumlin, Houston Gamblers head coach.
Wow.
Word.
Yeah. Word.
I love to hear that. I'm glad Kev got a job. That's beautiful.
Chris Redmond. This was the one I wanted to double check. If this is the running back, Chris Redmond.
If it is, that would be so dope because I haven't heard that name in so
long. No, this is the quarterback, former quarterback. He played at Louisville back in the day. Well, not back in the day, back in my day, 95, 99.
Mel, hey, I hate to break it to you, dog. That's back in the day now, bro. That's 17 years ago.
And Anthony Beck. Anthony Beck is the coach of the Orlando Storm.
What?
Yeah.
Always getting opportunity. I love this. This makes me smile.
Yeah, I like seeing guys who used to play getting these types of opportunities. It makes sense to me because we bitch and we moan about guys I don't care about the black or white thing. I don't care about that. I care about football players getting a chance to coach football after they're done playing.
Same. I really don't care about the race thing. I don't care about the rooting rule and all the stuff like that. Yes, I understand why it's important, but football players coach football players. And if you know the game, you know the game. I really don't care about your color. If you can coach me up, bro. It doesn't really fucking matter. So I'm just glad that ex-former football players are getting the opportunity to coach the game that they love.
Yeah. Makes another part of the Orlando Storm that makes me happy. You know who their quarterback is? It's me. Huh? It's our guy.
It's somewhere, but I forgot.
It's our guy, Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
Yes, that's what. Yep, DTR, my boy.
Yep. So Dorian is down in Orlando. I hope he balls out. I want him to get another opportunity in the league. The kid is too talented to not be in the NFL.
Absolutely.
He got a raw deal going to Cleveland. So that was just the kiss of death. So hopefully he can revitalize his career, get himself back out there. KJ Hamler is on Orlando as well. Former Denver Bronco. Benny Snell is in Louisville.
Wow, boy, Benny landed a job. That's lit.
Yeah, like there's a lot. I mean, there's not as many former NFL dudes in the UFL as it once was, which is okay.
Definitely giving
Luis Perez is still
opportunity
playing.
to play.
Yeah, I mean, it gives opportunities to other guys to get out there. I'm just double checking to see. Matt Corral is the quarterback for the Birmingham Stallions.
I'm glad to see he's still in there. He's always been a solid player. I've always been a solid backup. He's just,
Solid.
you know.
Yeah, and I think this league, this is where the solid players should go to play football.
Yeah.
Like go to UFL and hopefully you can go from solid to really, really good and get another chance to actually play in the NFL. At least that's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, that's the most fair way, honestly.
Right. Now, let's get to some of the stuff that's going to pop off because the season starts next week. So they released who will be performing at halftime of these games.
Oh Lord.
That's interesting. Okay. I'm listening.
Okay. Let's get it. First team.
I don't even know where you're sitting at.
So for Orlando, makes sense. DJ Khaled.
The Kawhi laugh took me out. I ain't gonna lie.
Time out. Let me ask you a question. What exactly is DJ Khaled going to perform?
We the best.
He's probably going to spin a bunch of records.
That's it.
He might bring somebody out.
Obviously, because DJ Khaled's not a rapper. So okay.
He might bring somebody out. I don't know.
He's gonna say we the best.
Right. Who's this one?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
McGraw. I don't know who Gavin McGraw is.
Very valid response. But I do know who Gavin McGraw is, but that's a valid response.
Like, this is for entertainment value only. Please do not get offended if you are watching.
Hey, that was the perfect me. Because I feel you. I'm right there with you.
This would be for DC, the Defenders, and their halftime show.
Guy has some of the best verses out of every year for the past 15 years.
Who are the 5 best rappers of all time? Think about it. Dylon, and Dylon. Because I spit hot fire.
Shout out to Wale doing the halftime show.
Shout out to Wale. Shout out to. I'm not laughing at Wale being the.
No. I think it's dope. I think for these
dope.
teams to get these people to perform at halftime is fire. Like, to me, like, I think it's dope because
it is.
This just shows me that the league is actually trying.
I'm laughing at the clip because that's one of the goated clips of all time.
I got the best one. I saved the best one for last.
Who?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, and it's like I said, this is entertainment only. This is I don't. Russell Dickerson has nothing personal against you, brother. I just don't know who you are.
I wish you the best in your performance. I have no idea who you are.
You are going to kill it. I know you are. I just don't know who you are.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yep. We got Nelly.
I thought they were beefing.
Who?
Nelly and St. Lunatics.
I don't know. They performing at halftime of this motherfucker.
Okay.
So they got that.
What game is that? What game is that?
St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get the schedule. I'll tell you who they're playing. I'll give you the full schedule for next week.
That's funny because I swear they were all beefing.
Hey, they gotta get checks. When
do.
the money pop up, like, look, we friends when the money pop up.
To the ends of the earth.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Tom Myers.
My mail is goaded with these cutups right now.
The best one is the last one. The best one is the last one. Yeah, I don't know Tom Myers. Like I said, I don't know you, brother. No disrespect to you. I'm not familiar with your work, brother.
No disrespect. I'm a DJ and I have no idea who that is. So hey, put me on something.
This one was real simple and sweet. I didn't have to do too much with this one. This is for Houston.
That's interesting. That's not the person I would have thought was going to do Houston at all.
Me either. But this is the crown jewel of the weekend.
Who else was on the list?
Gooch.
Yeah, Gucci was on the 6, Rick Ross.
Gucci who? Gucci man?
Mm-hmm.
What's on the list? Shout out my nigga Gucci. Shout out my nigga Gucci.
I already knew that was going to shout out my nigga Gucci.
My nigga Gucci.
Yeah.
Now, for those of you that don't know the context, I think was that 2011?
20, yeah.
And Gucci Man was voted as a top 5 MC in hip hop. Yeah, and Eminem wasn't.
Like, so shout out to the UFL. Like I said, we will cover the UFL this entire season way better than we did last season.
Yeah,
I plan on going to a couple of games.
I want to go too. I may have to snap a flight somewhere, whatever's closest. Which is crazy that the UFL, there is no Vegas team. I mean, there's no Vegas team, there's no LA team, there's no New York team.
Yeah, UFL, stop hating. What we doing?
Hey, by the way, if you want to pop out to Houston, if you want to pop out to Houston to come to UFL game, I got an extra room.
Let me see something because that game. Let me see. Let me look at their schedule real quick. They play. They play next week at 1:00.
Since there ain't no California teams, I gotta have like a team that I can support. I really just don't know. I might go DC.
We can do DC.
You could always support Houston. Just saying. Hey, one reason to support Houston is right here for you to come to the games. Right here, nigga.
Okay, my brother's not lying. My brother has that. He makes a very valid point.
Hey, me and GQ live 30 minutes away from each other.
That would be, you know what? And the tickets for the game probably aren't that crazy, so we can.
Yeah.
Make some shake.
Huh?
We might be able to make some shake. I'm not gonna lie.
We might have to make that shake. Hold on. Let me look at them. See what these Houston Gambler tickets looking like.
Yeah, go ahead and look it up on that, man.
Why are we doing this, real?
It's crazy that y'all are talking about this because a couple of years ago, me, GQ, and his dad was all talking about going in and putting money together to get season ticket suite at the Gamblers games. Well, that's when they were the Roughnecks before everybody combined.
Yep. When they was in the XFL. Let's see what these tickets looking like on the Stub Hub. Just 2 tickets, brother. $37. We can do those. We can do them.
Where the game's at? I don't know where the game's at.
It is at Toyota Stadium.
Okay. Oh yeah, bet.
We in there.
We might have to make that happen.
We might have to make that shake. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, when we get off this motherfucker, we might have to put some shit together.
Frisco is a good 45-minute drive from me, but I mean it ain't that out the way to where I wouldn't make it.
We make it happen.
Ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about that.
We'll make that happen. Okay. we're gonna look that up. We're gonna see what we can do with that. I'll check the flights and shit. We might have something in the works.
Take y'all young brothers to brunch in Houston. Show y'all did all this rodeo shit. Nah, you gotta go to brunch. That rodeo shit ain't it.
Houston brunch different, man.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So there's that's the UFL shit. We'll keep you updated on what is going with the happenings next week. Now, let's get to some of this NFL talk. Like I said, we're not going to be here for a long time. We're just going to be here for a good time. I got this. I found this to be funny. I believe it's this one.
I don't see any Super Bowl rings on that side. Where we going first then? I don't understand why.
That's not it. Wrong video. We already did that. Video file. There we go. It would be this one.
Would you ever see yourself getting inside the ring and brand wrestling?
Who am I fighting? Like you gotta give me like who I'm fighting.
Anybody.
Pat Surtain. I beat the fuck out of him.
Oh shit, Pat Surtain.
Beat the dog shit out of him.
Oh my god. All right.
There's a lot more people.
It's a lot more people?
But that's just top of my mind. I beat the dog shit out, bro.
Holy shit.
The Denver Broncos have made the blockbuster trade that everyone has been looking for. They've got Jalen Waddle.
So it's ironic that you would say that you would fuck somebody up, and I get it. And I think they played at Alabama at the same time.
Yep.
So I don't know if it's a friendly thing or if they really got beef.
Either way, we need that.
I think it's friendly. I think it's friendly. It seems friendly.
Either way, we need that.
Training camp is gonna be lit regardless.
Crazy. It's gonna be right. Yep. And somebody recorded too. Okay?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
Shy off on the recordings. All right. Somebody Warriors video team. That's Twitter so we can all see it.
I'm not gonna lie. I need this matchup more than Darren Williams versus Rashad McCants. I need this one even more. Both these niggas are in their prime. Yeah. They are in their prime. I need this one.
Yeah, y'all, we need that. I don't even care if y'all in training camp or y'all put boxing gloves on. I'm trying to see some shit. Y'all was talking greasy now.
Yep. Now, what does this do for Denver? Getting a player like Jalen Waddle on that offense?
Helps them tremendously because we all know Bo Nix can't feed past 2 feet. So we should have somebody in the short yardage.
Close to the mic because you're fading out.
Kind of get to at least you have somebody close to the line of scrimmage so you can actually see the receiver not throw it to the opposite side of the team or the opposite team.
Hold on, you're fading out again.
Yeah, you fading out.
I'm probably going through a crazy service area.
All right.
I'll say this. I think Jalen Waddle and Cortland Sutton can be a formidable 1-2 punch. I also think everybody knows that Bo Nix was one broken ankle away from getting to the Super Bowl. Not saying they beat the Patriots handily, but I think everybody, for the most part, everybody thinks Denver would have won that game over the Patriots. Patriots could have still won the game. I'm not trying to take anything away from the Patriots getting to the Super Bowl, but I think this gives them an even more formidable offense because Bo Nix is really good, and he's way better than I thought he would be in the NFL because I thought he was going to be absolute ass in the NFL. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't see it.
The jury's still out on that.
Well, right. But I'm just saying, like, compared to how he played this year, I didn't think he would achieve even the level he was at this year. So
it's a very good defense.
It is a very good defense. Very good. All he had to do was play better than CJ Stroud, okay? And he did.
And that RJ Harvey was better than what they would have thought. Like that off, like their skill positions are really good.
Yeah.
Like they're really, really good. He just didn't have to fuck it up.
I was gonna say saved his ass last year.
Hey, you see what fucking it up look like. I'm a Texans fan, but you see when a quarterback fucks it up, what it looks like. I'm a Texans fan.
Well,
that's fair on CJ Stroud's part, though.
I'm not going to put that on CJ Stroud when your entire offensive line is not playing.
Okay, I'm not putting the whole thing on CJ Stroud, but but in the playoffs, a couple of those, a good bit of those turnovers could have been avoided. So
yeah, but he was playing a playoff game. Literally, this is no. I'm not being hyperbolic about this. You can double.
No.
Check this. He was playing a playoff game with 8 starters missing.
Right.
That's
literally and I literally told people all the time, like, look, Nico Collins out, Tank Dell was out the whole season. Then Schultz.
I wasn't even counting Tank Dell. I was just counting the niggas that was playing this year.
I know. But I'm just saying, like, people really laid into him, and I'm only counting like the turnovers that he caused on the snap.
Look, he played a bad game, but if you look at what was happening around him, he was y'all gonna lose that game. You're gonna lose that game regardless.
There's not very many quarterbacks that can succeed in that situation.
No, hell no. That's just a bad situation. But like I said, I'm only talking about when CJ Stroud fumbles snaps and things like that. I'm not talking about the overall performance.
That's fair.
Okay. Then we also had this.
Over. I heard Philly toxic.
I don't know why y'all just shut the fuck up.
I was gonna say y'all gotta stop talking.
Stop talking.
Stop talking.
No, keep talking. Keep talking. Let me tell y'all why they y'all just keep giving us more and more and more shit to talk about. I would love for y'all to keep talking.
It don't make no
about that part though.
Well then, okay, true. I mean, from that part, yes, we need the content. Let's keep giving us content. Hollywood Brown to the Eagles. What does that do? It's okay.
Normally, no, it's fine. No, it's not. It's not normally. Normally, people would try to, make some type of, case for Hollywood Brown, but he's been on multiple teams and ain't been a since. So this doesn't move anything for me. Especially if you plan on losing AJ, then hell no.
Well, I'll piggyback this. I was gonna save this for a little further down, but apparently the Rams nixed. They did it from now on. If a team fucks up a deal for medical reasons, they max the deal. Maxed it. So apparently there was a deal in place to send AJ Brown to the Rams.
Oh, that's crazy.
And the Rams said, nah, we don't like what we saw in the medical. The fuck was on his medical?
First, before we go any further, I'm going to quote somebody. His mama named him Marquise, and that's what I'm gonna call his ass. Marquise Brown does absolutely nothing for Philadelphia, especially if AJ Brown is gone. I mean, it doesn't do anything for them specifically, as in it doesn't move the needle or anything like that. It does nothing.
It does nothing, and then I guess he's replacing Jahan Dotson, who left in free agency. But all that tells me is you have two very, very small wide receivers. Very small. Slight.
That is
And
also true.
Devontae Smith and Hollywood Brown.
That's very true.
I don't know what you're gonna do with 2 Deshaun Jacksons on your team, but okay.
Them niggas is not even Deshaun Jackson.
I think they're smaller than
not.
Deshaun.
They're not. They're not. But you know,
If you had 2 Deshaun Jacksons on your team, you lit.
That's fair. That's fair.
But to go back to the AJ Brown Rams Knicks, how that deal was messed up. It messed up the team who started all this bullshit in free agency, the Baltimore Ravens. Because the Baltimore Ravens, if the Rams acquired, said AJ Brown, there was another deal where the Rams was going to trade Devontae Adams to the Ravens.
Why?
Racist. So that's
Why?
how that would happen.
For what?
I don't know, but it all got blown up over
Devontae just balled out. Why would you want to? Okay.
I mean, the Ravens needed number 1.
No, I understand it for the Ravens side of things.
But if you're looking at if you're the Rams, if you're replacing Devontae with AJ Brown, that's a fair swap.
Are you sure?
I said it's a fair swap. I didn't say.
That's fair.
I said fair. Didn't say even. Didn't say anything like I said fair.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was the Rams, I would run it back. Like you were literally 1 game away. You were right there in the game. It wasn't a blowout. It wasn't nothing crazy. Granted, was it Carolina in the first round and pushed them to the limit? Carolina played their hearts out. Carolina really balled out. They really balled out in that game. And this year for Carolina, we're going to see if Houston made the right choice in going for CJ Stroud and if Carolina made the right choice going for Bryce Young. Because now we're in, year 5 for both of them?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot. It's a lot to digest going forward.
Texas still made the right choice.
I think they both did.
I think they both did.
Yeah, I think for their respect, they made the right spot. They made the right choices. Like I said, I think understanding Bryce went to a situation that needed to materialize. And when CJ got to the Texans, D'Amico was already flipping everything upside down.
Yes, sir. Texas made moves to get him and Will Anderson solidify both sides of the ball. So
So for both, it's just taking a little bit. It was just a little rockier road for Bryce to get to where he's going to end up. But I think at the end of the day, they're both going to go through. Like CJ had the success early, but then went through the bullshit. Mm-hmm. Bryce had the bullshit early, and he's going to have the success moving. Like it's just going to work itself. It's going to level off.
Yeah,
I think both.
I see the same thing happening.
What happened to Tyreek Hill? Now that he's a free
agent.
Yeah,
niggas hate him. Niggas are not fucking with Tyreek Hill right now. I'm not too sure as to why. A lot of people are pointing to legal battles, but they not fucking with Tyreek right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Tyreek is slowly becoming AJ Brown in this generation. And I don't like it.
I think it mostly has to do with the knee and what is he going to be coming back? Is he going to be Tyreek Hill when he comes back? And I don't believe in the short term, like immediately when he comes back. I don't think you'll see the burst and the speed and all that other stuff. I don't believe that'll happen. I think you would have to wait until next season and like the middle of next season to see.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Is he a free agent?
Yeah, he got released.
I think that's fair. I mean, I get it though. Like catastrophic knee injury, you don't really know what you're gonna have in the type of player that he is. But at the same time, thinking about it and like a football player standpoint, even a Tyreek Hill at 70% speed is a lot faster than a lot of people could, could probably get to as far as running wise. So, like, I mean, I'd probably be inclined to take a chance. I'm not gonna lie, just to kind of see what we got.
I guess the question here is who can sign him and spare the season without him really playing and being the number one receiver while still competing? Because it's going to be a contender.
Well, he's not gonna be ready or clear to the end of the season. So you're looking at maybe week 12 after week 12 when you be able to pick him up to do anything. So you're looking at, like you said, it's going to be a team who's going to be depleted at wide receiver, or a team that's looking for that bump to get them to the Super Bowl or something like that. So if you're asking me, the team that I would be worried about if I'm the league is the Chargers.
That's exactly what I was going with. I was going to say the Chargers. Yeah. I was going to say the Chargers.
Yeah, that would be the team. If I'm the league, you don't want him ending up in there. Either of the LA teams. You don't want him with the Chargers or the Rams.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody wants him to end up with the Rams. It could be very, very, very catastrophic for everybody.
Yeah,
I don't think stupid shit in signing him though.
I don't think people really understand having Sean McVay and Cliff Kingsbury on the same offensive staff.
That's crazy.
That's quite literally cheating.
It's ignorant.
That's cheating.
So yeah, so you have to understand, and then Mike McDaniel and Jim Harbaugh.
Again, cheating.
Like those two teams with a guy like Tyreek, it gets nasty if he can come back at 70%. So
I see Howie doing some dumb shit and signing him to Philadelphia.
I don't see him in Philly.
I don't see him in Philly either, but I see Howie doing some dumb shit and signing him.
I mean, not because they already got Hollywood, but they got Hollywood unless they're gonna get rid of unless something really happens with AJ Brown.
Yep, and that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Something crazy happens with AJ, and then they go out and they kick the tires on Tyreek.
Okay, well, the free agent wide receivers that are still left, which is crazy. Because some of the names that I saw were ridiculous. So I think D-Hop is still a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want the ones that signed. I want the actual free agents.
D-Hop said he would love to come back to Houston.
Yeah, honestly, I think that wouldn't be a bad fit.
No, I think they need that. I think they need that.
I do too.
You put that with Nico because all you need is a guy to move the chains. You get a guy like that to move the chains.
And D-Hop doesn't drop the ball. Shit.
No. And got that extra finger. Was that him? I don't know. One of them niggas in the league got an extra finger. Them niggas be snagging shit.
That's unfair.
Why aren't they giving me? They're not giving me what I want. This is irritating my soul right now. Also, in the Raiders, y'all can kick the tires on Odell Beckham. It's okay.
I was going to say, if y'all want to call OBJ, I'm not opposed. I did hear whispers that we need veteran presence in that locker room at receiver. So,
Jawan Jennings is still available. Stephon Diggs is still available.
Mm-hmm.
Don't bring in Stephon though. Like, stay away from Stephon Diggs. Keep him away from Vegas.
I would take Stephon.
I would take Stephon on the team, but he can't come to Vegas until game day.
Debo's a free agent?
Yes.
He's a Raider. He needs to come.
He has to be because the Niners brought in what the fuck, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
No, he was in Washington last year.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing because George Kittle was talking heavily about Debo Samuel's possibly returning. So if that's the case, then you would think that they want to sign Christian Kirk or Mike Evans because they brought in Mike Evans and Christian Kirk. I would say that he's almost guaranteed to be in Vegas, but that's just me.
Did Mike Evans sign somewhere, right?
49ers.
Okay. And Rashid Shaheed?
Seahawks.
Damn. Okay.
You know Alex, what's the motherfucker? Alex Pierce, the receiver for the Colts?
Yes, Alec Pierce. Yep.
You know he makes more money than Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Get the fuck out of here, dog. Get out of here.
He does. That's crazy. He signed his deal. His deal is worth more than Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's never had a 1,000-yard season. Absolutely ridiculous. Just some food for thought.
I hate that Pickens is on what is it, the franchise non-exclusive franchise deal. Cowboys is like, nope, no, you're gonna stay here even though you haven't agreed to a deal with us.
Right, and we'll figure it out. So with the Tyreek Hill stuff, that'll be what it is. The Mahomes thing. Give me y'all feelings on on Justin Fields going to Kansas City Chiefs.
Everybody thinks Mahomes is going to play this year.
No, that's why they got Justin Fields.
Yeah, and everybody's been arguing with me since that signing happened. Like, oh no, Justin's not even going to play. Patrick Mahomes is going to start the season. Just you wait, you'll see. Like, no, he's not, bro.
If Mahomes touches a football field this season, I'll be shocked.
I would call Kansas City and file for medical malpractice because there's no way that man needs to touch the field any time before week 11.
Okay, I just want to level this out with people on the podcast. Okay, Patrick Mahomes is not Adrian Peterson. Nobody is Adrian Peterson, bro. It's not happening. No. Adrian Peterson was a freak of nature. That was a once in a not even a lifetime, in a millennium type thing where somebody comes back and then wins MVP. Justin Fields is going to be started for the whole season.
He tore his ACL in December, though. In December.
January is playoffs.
Thank you. So I'm saying, like, he's not playing.
He tore it in the playoff game?
No, he tore right before the playoffs. Yeah.
No, he tore it right before the playoffs.
It was the last game of the season.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, January is playoffs. So, he's not going to play. Justin Fields is going to play.
Justin Fields has a proven season underneath his belt. And he's either me and my cousin was talking about this. I don't like this for Justin Fields. I don't. I think Justin Fields needs to sit his ass down and just be a backup and learn how to play quarterback. I don't think he needs to be competing for a starting job right now. I just think he needs to just disappear, let the reality of who you are and what you are die down, and then let the myth catch back up.
I honestly think this is, well, not the starting thing per se, but just the situation, right? And, me and Mel talk heavily about coaching and how much it matters. But
someone with a 916 area
one thing that really matters is program and culture. And I think him being under not only at Andy Reid, but Eric Bieniemy, right, is going to be good for the type of player development that he needs. And I'm not saying that he needs to go in there and start or whatever the case may be, but just like Mel said, kind of take that backup role, which I think this is kind of the perfect situation for him. Just take that backup role, learn from a guy like Andy Reid, learn from a guy like Eric Bieniemy, learn from the guys that have been in and out of that organization to the point where you know what your strengths are and you know how to capitalize on your strengths and know how to be successful within your own game. And I think a lot of the times with Justin per se, his ability gets overlooked by what he cannot do, right? He's a big, strong, athletic quarterback. And so a lot of people think that we can just plug and play, but at the same time, it's like that's not the type of player that he is. So me and Mel have been saying this since he got into the league. Shorten, simplify the offense, right? Have a really, really good running or backfield so that it takes the pressure off him so he doesn't feel like he has to use his arm or even use his legs in multiple situations. Short and simplify the offense, nice, quick, simple, easy routes to kind of get him going before you start to kind of open up the offense and get the intermediate and deep routes. But him being with the Andy Reid, him being with the Eric Bieniemy, somebody who can just kind of rein him in and tie him in, much like a Mike Tomlin and an Arthur Smith in the Steelers situation, I think it's good for him. I think it'll really help the development of his game and really hone in the type of player that he is so that he can be confident in that type of player that he is and that he can be. I think in that particular moment, waiting for a Patrick Mahomes to get back, not being asked to do too much because you got the Super Bowl champ, Super Bowl MVP over there in the backfield. So the backfield is going to be solidified. They're starting to bring in a lot more receiver help. You know they're going to be heavy in the draft. So just him being in that environment to where he can actually develop and take the time to develop and know that when Patrick Mahomes comes back, he's not going to have all this pressure on him. I think it's perfect. So just sit back, like Mel said, sit back, relax, enjoy the ride, and develop the way you need to develop. Because the best way that type of person in Justin Fields is going to get better at the game is by playing the game that is successful or that is better, that is best for him, not the game that everybody else trying to make you play.
Yeah, and because if it don't, nigga, you put the groceries in the bag, nigga, you gonna be working at Home Depot in 2 years.
I do
be
think,
in the UFL as a tight end.
I do think Moo hit the nail on the head for the most part. I think this is probably the best situation he could have. Whereas, which one?
I said the Rams because
that's not bad either. I like that too.
Because he could sit behind Matthew Stafford, knowing that Stafford's only going to be there for maybe another year or two. But then you get to learn the offense under Sean McVay and Cliff Kingsbury. And then when Matthew Stafford leaves, nigga, he'll be 29 years old. Justin Fields is still dumb young.
Okay, I can buy that. I could definitely buy that. That's not a bad option either. The only reason why I say this is the best situation for him is because more than likely he's going to be the starter. He's working with two veteran coaches who have pretty much been a staple. Andy Reid has been a staple in the NFL since I was a kid. I mean, I'm younger than you, Mel. But since I was 14, 15, Andy Reid has been a staple in Philadelphia. Then he moved to Kansas City. He had Donovan McNabb. He worked with Donovan McNabb and figured it out. Donovan McNabb carried him all the way to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying Justin Fields is Donovan McNabb by any stretch of the imagination. I just think you're in a good place where you have two really good coaches who can be offensive. Obviously, Eric Bieniemy is an offensive coordinator, and you have Andy Reid, who can be an offensive coach if he needs to be, but he could also be the defensive coach as well and call the plays. I think this is a good situation because Kansas City doesn't really have the expectations this year with Travis Kelce retired. He retired, right?
No, he came back.
Okay. Well, even though he came back, I don't think anybody's expecting them without Patrick Mahomes to make a Super Bowl run. So the expectations are more of like, can we sneak into the playoffs without Pat? Can we sneak in, make some noise or whatever, and hold it down until Pat comes back or whatever? But Patrick Mahomes isn't playing this year, so I think he has no pressure to compete most part for the starting job. And I think Eric Bieniemy and Andy Reid are two really, really great offensive-minded coaches, and they should be able to figure out what he's strong at, what he's weak at. And I think everybody knows at this point what he is, but getting him to buy into an offense that would highlight his strengths and try to mask his weaknesses. And he actually has a coach that believes in him to where he's not competing all the time to make sure he maintains a starting job or to make sure he's competing for a job at any point during the season is going to do very well for him.
my biggest fear for all of this, you said it's a good spot because of Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy. I think that hurts him. And the reason why I say it hurts him is this. What if he goes and looks like shit?
Yeah, well, that's true. I don't think he will though. I'm betting that he won't look. I'm betting he'll look average. Is what I'm betting on.
Because what's going to happen? We've had the excuses. We had the Bears didn't know what they was doing. We had the Arthur Smith is an idiot. We had who's the OC with the Jets? We don't even know
because he got demoted.
We don't even know who the OC was with the Jets. But we said all of those things, not Justin Fields' fault. Bad offensive coordinating. If he goes to Eric Bieniemy and Andy Reid and looks bad, if he looks, put it like this, he has to look better than New York Jets Justin Fields. If he looks like New York Jets Justin Fields or worse, Houston, we have a problem.
That's true. I think that's true. But at the same time, just the type of coaches that I know that, well, more specifically, the type of coach that I know Eric Bieniemy is, I think that if he even sees a bad habit, a bad drop, he's checking that right there. No, we're not doing that. You're not in New York. You're not in Chicago. And I think the reason why I compare it to the Steelers and Mike Tomlin is because Mike Tomlin is that very kind of structured kind of coach. Like, hey, we're not doing that shit. Don't do that. You feel me? Like, I know you probably got used to doing that shit in Chicago and other places. We don't do that here. You follow what the fuck we're going to do or you're not going to play. And I think that's the energy that he really needs in a coach. Not saying that Aaron Glenn wasn't that type of guy, right? But I don't think he respected the offensive coordinator like he would respect an Andy Reid or Eric Bieniemy. So, like, and I think that's actually true. I think that if he comes in and he's, thinking that his shit don't stink and he's just gonna ball out, yeah, no, we got a fucking problem. But at the same time, I think that if he comes in and he's open and receptive to just being coached and open to learn, and is open to develop, I think Eric Bieniemy gonna snap that boy right into shape. Like, yeah, nah, nigga, that's not your game. I think that's what coaches have yet to tell him, right? I think Tomlin told him that. I think Arthur Smith told him that. Even though Arthur Smith is a dumbass, I think Arthur Smith told him that. But I think Eric Bieniemy is gonna be like, hey, yo, that's not your game, bro. Don't be doing all that shit, nigga. No, don't do that, because that's not what you do. That's not what you're good at. We're gonna simplify it to what you're good at. Don't go off the rails. Don't go off the books, because nigga, you won't play. Bullshit with you.
Right, and because I watched it, was just so ironic that it popped up on my screen on YouTube, and I watched the national championship game when they played Clemson. Where is that dude at?
That's what I'm saying. That's who I want to see. Where is he at? I've been waiting to see him since he got drafted.
Like, I don't know where that dude is. Like, I would like to see that dude in the NFL.
I swore up and down. I swore up and down Justin Fields was going to be the person to break the Ohio State curse of quarterbacks that were just good in college. I thought it was going to be him. I did. And I'm still looking for that person.
Who was the coach at Ohio State during that year?
That was what's his face?
Is that not Urban Meyer? Was it? Or was Urban Meyer gone already?
It was the other one. No, it was Urban.
I was gonna say that had to be Urban's last year, right?
Yeah, it was Urban.
That's probably why, because Urban in college, at least in college. I'm not saying the NFL, but at least in college, Urban ran a type shit. So you're not getting
Urban
off the rails. You're not doing
college.
all that. You're not doing all that extra shit that you probably gonna get away with in other programs. This is Ohio State, the Ohio State. We're not doing that. Do what I say or don't fucking play. Because we do.
Oh no! Wait! What? Wasn't that Ryan Day?
I'm checking right now. Hold on.
I don't know if Ryan took over at that
point. That was what? 2001. I mean 2021.
I believe so.
Oh well.
And
one.
No, it was Ryan Day.
Ryan Day. Yep.
Makes sense. Yeah, okay, that kind of makes sense there. This Ryan Day. Well, we know that he came up in that Ohio State program too, so he's I guess from the urban branch. So it's like I just think that the type of player that Justin is, he needs a really strict program kind of coach that's like, yeah, no, we're not gonna let you go off the rails. We're not gonna let you just do what the fuck you want to do. No, follow the game within the fucking game that we're giving, within the game plan that we're giving you, or you will not play. I think at the end of the day, he's gonna conform because he wants to play. I think Eric Bieniemy gonna get that ass real right. Like, yeah, nigga, you gonna follow directions, or guess what? I don't care.
No, I hope for his sake that it works and he can revive his career, because I think all the talent is there. Like that's the bad. Like he's not like somebody like I never thought Sam Darnold was a good quarterback ever, and he's better than that. And look at what Sam Darnold is doing. Yep. Like I need you to get to that. Geno Smith for 2 seasons looked like he was an NFL quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I need that out of Justin Fields. And this is crazy because I do not like Ohio State, but he's no longer in Ohio State. He's an NFL quarterback. So I'm rooting for the NFL quarterback.
Yeah, that's fair. That's valid.
So that's kind of why I was hoping that Eric Bieniemy got the Raiders coaching job, because at least we would have a shot to get him to come here, and then he worked at it. But we got Kubiak. I like what the man's doing. I don't think we need to draft fucking Mendoza, but
we're gonna let Kubi cook. But I'm
gonna let him cook. I'm gonna let him cook.
Yep.
But if we do have a chance to draft Taylor Green, I'm just saying
you might want to jump at it.
Draft Taylor Green.
Good old Gary Kubiak, man.
Clint Kubiak.
Oh, Clint. Okay, my bad. Clint Kubiak.
His children.
His children. That is his child. I had a Kubiak here in Houston, bro. Listen, offensive genius. They are like what's the
Shanahans.
The Shanahans. They are definitely just like the Shanahans. Offensive geniuses. So
because people forgetting that his other brother, Kyle, is the OC in San Francisco.
Yes. Yep. Just like the Shanahans. They are really, really good football coaches. Even though people shit on Gary Kubiak because he was the coach of the Texans. I mean, until for the next couple of years, we got to see what D'Amico does. But I mean, as of right now, Gary Kubiak is definitely the best coach we've had for the Texans, and Matt Schaub has been the most successful, which is crazy to say.
It's crazy, which is absolutely
it's crazy. Even though Deshaun could have been the best, but well,
touch me, tease me over there.
God damn it!
God damn it! Why?
God damn it! Oh shit! Touch me, tease me,
Mr. I got a fetish. God damn!
Yeah.
Goodness gracious!
Crazy. All right. So that is it for us today. Basket to basket on Tuesday. We're gonna get into this March Madness stuff.
Crazy games.
Jason Williams, I'm cutting up a video for your goofy ass on about there are no more Cinderellas in fucking college basketball. You stupid motherfucker.
You dumbass.
Dumbass. If anybody has a perfect bracket right now, they're lying. They're lying.
Nobody does.
Oh, yeah, nobody does. Everybody's bracket's cooked.
Everybody's bracket is cooked. There is no. There's
at 8:30 yesterday morning.
There is no way anybody had anything close to what's happening right now. I'm sorry.
Nobody can predict this. I don't care.
No way. This is nuts. I didn't check on the women's stuff, so I got to check on the women's bracket. But we'll get into that on Tuesday. Gentlemen's Talk Wednesday. So check out my boy DJ Michael B and Mr. GQ and Mr. Outlaw Prime. I think it was Outlaw Prime.
That's it.
Okay.
And
Sound
Mr.
like a
Jen.
goddamn Transformer.
That was the point.
Okay. And then we back off the glass on Thursday, Inside the Huddle on Friday. Yeah, another great show. If you did not watch the show last night, I beg you, watch the show.
You might want to go tap in today.
You might want to go tap in on that. And shout out to everybody who did the show after. See, it was cool that we got the information, so we got to do the Kenyon Martin talk with all of the information before everybody else did. So that's cool.
You're welcome, by the way, everybody.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, turn it up, let it ride. It's the wave of the nation. Hot Need Live Radio, future of the vibrations, music, streaming, entertainment. We the dream team and sports talk, fire and the mic stay steaming. If you looking for the culture, we the spot. No lie from the sideline, sports where the stats don't die. Tune in, log in, let me say it one more time. Hot Need Live Radio, where the stars all shine. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
Yeah, that's the rapper we done cooked up to play. Inside the hood where the drip don't fade. Big vibes only when we step on the mic. Breaking down the game while we talking that. Hit follow if you rockin' with the style we bring. 5 stars on deck, let the podcast sing. We slide out smooth like a route run clean. Inside the huddle, too fresh, too mean. Catch y'all next time, same swag, new scene.